All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Down the Power. So I wanted to address one of the most popular bodybuilding urban legends, and that is the legend that Mike Mentzer actually used to drink his own urine every morning before working out. Now, there was a rumor circulating that Mike Mentzer believed there was some, inherent benefit in drinking your own urine in terms of weight training. A lot of people like to spread a lot of rumors about Mike, how towards the end of his life he became very erratic and eccentric and had all kinds of weird rituals and philosophies about bodybuilding. And this whole urine drinking thing was one of those things. So I recently saw a video on the Delray Misfits channel where Big Lenny is actually talking about how the Mentzer brothers used to drink their own urine. He was jokingly talking about himself drinking urine in that video. I thought this would be a good topic for a video because I happen to know some of the story behind this. So I actually remembered seeing this topic come up in the very last interview that Mike Mentzer ever did with a bodybuilding publication before he passed away. So I'm going to link that interview in the description box below. It was with Iron Man magazine. So towards the very end of that article, I remembered this question being asked. So the question was actually asked, I think it was like the final question. So here's the question they posed. So the context of this question, they were talking about Dan Duchaine and Dan Duchaine's relationship with Mike Mentzer out in Venice Beach. And Mike Mentzer is talking about how he never really cared for Dan Duchaine, saying that Dan Duchaine was responsible for providing drugs to female bodybuilders. And he believed that Dan Duchaine was responsible for kind of this downhill trend that many people believed the female bodybuilders were getting too manly. They're getting the deep voices and the masculine traits. And Mike Mentzer attributes this to Dan Duchaine. So he's talking about how he doesn't care for Dan. And during that, the interviewer asked him, Dan wrote that you were involved in some things regarding amphetamine use, amphetamine abuse, and says that you drank your own urine. So Mike Mentzer responds, he laughs and says, I don't know where he got that one. How would anyone know if I drank my own urine? Then the interviewer says, I don't know, but a lot of people seem to believe that rumor. Then Mike Mentzer responds and says, no, I never drank my own urine. Where that notion arose, I have no idea. I did, in fact, take doctor-prescribed amphetamines for a while because being a competitive bodybuilder and a writer, I found it difficult for periods of severe dieting to sustain energy required to train, then go home and proceed to write for hours. But it was always doctor prescribed when I did take amphetamines. So I just thought this was an interesting bodybuilding myth. I wanted to dispel it in this video. So no, Mike Mentzer never drank his own urine. It was just a rumor started by Dan Duchaine, according to Mentzer. So that is the story behind that. So thank you guys for watching the video. If you want to see more videos about bodybuilding myths that I can dispel for you guys, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.